AskReddit by the greatest con. What movie did you expect to be bad but was actually good? Megamind. DreamWorks' reputation was all over the place at the time of its release, and the trailers made it look very generic and dumb. Very happy I was wrong. I didn't watch Megamind until recently, and it's great. It's just great. I thought the Lego movie was going to be a stupid commercial and it ended up being one of my favorite movies ever with a surprisingly deep message. That message, everything is awesome. The unbearable weight of massive talent, turned out to be an absolute riot of a film. Dread 2012, I was surprised how good it was. I'd really like to see a sequel to this one, done in the same style. It's simple, fun, non-stop action with great one-liners. Sometimes I want that in a film. I loved the most recent Mad Max, 2015, for the same reasons. Tucker and Damp, Dale vs Evil. We've had a doozy of a day. Tropic Thunder. My friends dragged me to see it, such a great movie. My absolute favorite part is when they are trying to get the map from Ben Stiller, because of the absurdity of RTJ being the rational, clear-headed one, while wearing blackface. Pirate of the Caribbean. A movie based on a Disney ride? About pirates? This is going to be so bad and a lame Disney kids cash grab. The first movie turned out to be outstanding. The soundtrack alone is legendary. Tremors. Hands down, my favorite movie of all time. No excuses, no justifications, just because it's awesome. It's actually a very good film for film students. The pacing, the editing, the way they establish the physics of the universe and stick with them, which never happens. Well acted, well cast, well designed and executed monsters. Practical effects done right. S.S. Wilson's YouTube channel is Real Deal Productions, and he's been uploading tons of behind the scenes footage his dad shot while on set. It's pretty dang interesting. Tremors, Lost Tapes is the series. District 9. This may not be the case for everyone, but I held off watching this movie because I thought it looked like your typical action movie. I was pleasantly surprised. Someone had to say it. Puss in Boots to The Last Wish. Awesome film. The Last Wish had absolutely no right to be as good as it was. Just watched it the other day. It's so damn good. How to Train Your Dragon looked like the insipid generic kids movie that was just churned out by movie studio all the time back then. Oh, it so wasn't. Role Models. Overall, a very dumb silly movie as it appeared, but it had some good laughs and the LARPing scene was hilarious. Tell Her You Long for Her Whispering Eye. Emperor's New Groove. I was dragged to the movie theater and I went home still laughing. Honestly? The Matrix. When the trailer came out, me and everyone I knew thought it was going to be another Johnny Mnemonic. Same actor, same cyberpunk setting, same black clothes. The trailers were also very vague. What is The Matrix? We didn't know what to expect, but we had nothing better to do on a Friday night. Holy shit, was it an experience. So much so I went back 2 more times. Yeah man. The Matrix changed the game in a way that's hard to describe and no one saw it coming. We all went in expecting a run-of-the-mill action movie from the guy that was in Bill and Ted, but by the time that opening scene with Trinity was over you knew this shit was gonna be different. A Knight's Tale. The anachronism of the Queen soundtrack combined with a young cast led me to the conclusion that this would be a sappy teenage drama set in the Middle Ages. A very talented cast with some clever writing elevated a ridiculous and tired premise. It's called a Lance Hello ? Deleted. On that note, Rango. I thought it would be terrible, but the animation and writing were a treat. Zombieland. I knew nothing about it except for the name. This was during the mass focus of everything as the living dead thing. Soon as the movie started flashing cardio, I was enjoying myself. Soon as Woody stepped out, I was hooked. The Princess Bride. I remember thinking it would be bad because of the name and it was an 80s adventure film, but damn is that a good movie and totally stands the test of time. To think I once thought it might be bad? Inconceivable. This has been my favorite movie my whole life. I'm 41. My boyfriend secretly bought me tickets to see it shown live with Carrie Elwes doing commentary after, and it was amazing. Cabin in the Woods. So good. I loved this one and was so pleasantly surprised by the overall theme twist of the movie. Hot Tub Time Machine. The most ridiculous premise, but hilariously done. Great cast. It helps that the movie is completely aware of what it is. Like how they know the hot tub mechanic is clearly telling them how to fix things, and that they can do things better and all. It's not trying to pretend it's a serious movie, it's ridiculous from the start to the end, completely self-aware. Probably one of the best time travel movies out there. I'm a huge BTTF fan, but Hot Tub Time Machine is just great comedy. The Fifth Element. My husband, boyfriend at the time, wanted me to watch it with him because it's one of his favorite movies. I thought it looked dumb and boring, but he kept saying that he thinks I'd like it. Turns out I did, and now it also is one of my favorites. We also named our son after Bruce Willis's character. If you haven't seen it, watch it. So how's Little Multipass? Eurotrip. Thought it was going to be yet another of million stupid teen comedies, and it was. But it was actually really funny. A nickel. I buy my own hotel. Goon. That movie totally caught me off guard with how funny it was. I saw Sean William Scott in it and thought, oh, it's Stifler, must be some dumb comedy, but it was way more than that. Genuinely hilarious and one of my favorite sports movies. I like that the villain isn't really a villain, it's just another goon that he wants to fight. Fuck, what a good movie. Those new Jumanji movies should be terrible. It almost angers me how much I enjoyed them. Haha. It's one of my favorite movies. The cast commits. Jack Black playing a teenage girl is one of his best. Fight Club. My brother and I saw it in the theater knowing nothing about the book, having only seen the short teaser trailer where Brad Pitt says the first 2 rules. We thought it looked ridiculous, might be a fun bad movie. Walked out absolutely blown away. Deleted. 21 Jump Street. Really took me by surprise. Took Can I by surprise too. Grandma's Boy. Thought it would just a B-level Sandler entourage movie. A couple buddies and I had nothing going on, so we smoked a few joints and went into the theater with no expectations. It is quoted relentlessly to this day within my friend group. Your bed is a car. Yeah, but it's a fucking sweet car. The Matrix. I was in high school and my friends and I hadn't seen much in terms of ads. My girlfriend worked at a theater, so we went the night before it released. Which was a bad sign. Usually employees got to see bad low quality films the night before release. It was a full house of shitty teenagers. I kinda expected the net or something, and my friend group were ready to MST3K the shit out of this cheesy movie. And then the opening music sting happens and it got real quiet. Until people started cheering. I left the theater thinking I had just seen my generation's Star Wars. Yes, the Matrix trilogy didn't nearly measure up to the overall storytelling presentation of the original Star Wars, but as far as impact of the first one, yeah. Similar to Star Wars, The Matrix just did so many new, fresh things and was a huge achievement. Zoolander. It looked like shit on the trailers. Thankfully they put the worst jokes on the trailer instead of the best, as often happens. and X200B. Zoolander 2, however, is complete shit. Damn it. We all agreed we wouldn't talk about Zoolander 2.